Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. You know how much we love games around here, and we love polls. And I've never been polled in my life, Kaylee. Have you?
No.
See?
I don't think so.
They never asked me my opinion.
I've always been asked about those political things, to sign a petition to get people to run, I
petitions,
think.
yes. I've done those.
I usually write fake names. Sorry, but I do.
We're learning so much about Kaylee Custer this week, and I love every bit of it. I love it, Kaylee. So pop percentages is basically we take a percentage, we get a question, they polled America, and we have to guess the percentage of the people who believe in that or don't, or do that or don't do that.
The percentage of us getting these right, though, is zero.
Is zero. Although we did good one week.
Yeah, you had a really good streak that one time.
No idea how that happened. So let's take a look at our first pop percentage. What percentage of men have used cologne in the last month? Oh my gosh.
I would assume a lot.
85. I use it every day.
82.
Okay, 85 and 82.
I guess if you're just like staying home in quarantine.
Oh, in quarantine, maybe no.
What's the point? Why waste that expensive bottle?
57.
Interesting. Sometimes people overdo it on cologne, so maybe they were told that once, like, whoa, you smell too strong.
We weren't allowed to wear cologne or perfume in choir because other people might have sense allergies to that smell or make them, so we couldn't do that in choir growing up, so. All right. What percentage of people can confidently explain the difference between a macchiato and a latte? I don't know if I could actually.
Is it the difference of milk or is
10%.
7. 14. Close.
Oh, we were in 5 points, so we get a point.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
What's the difference? Do we know? Can someone tell us?
I have no idea. Anybody know the difference in this room?
I think it might be the way
Wait, what did you say, Jake?
Not without looking it up.
Okay, we'll Google that later.
We're in the percentage of people who don't know.
What percentage of people classify themselves as neat freaks?
Well, you're one of those percentage.
Have you seen My Office, though?
True. 22.
37. 42.
I need to go a lot higher.
Yeah, go
That's
higher
my
next
problem.
time. Neat freaks. I will tell you this, though. I am organized chaos. I know where things are. It may look unorganized to you.
Isn't that a contradiction?
A little bit. But
Okay.
I believe in
That's
me.
okay.
I believe in me.
Be whatever you want.
What percentage of people have worked on farms for at least one day?
Does chasing pigs count?
Yes.
Okay. So then I'd say 61.
43.
There are a lot of city folk.
16. That's just sad, people.
That
Get
is.
Get to a farm.
Yeah, you learn a lot on the farm, even just one day.
Oh my gosh, the worst thing I ever saw on social media was like, I don't know why they're killing all these cows. You can just go get meat at Walmart. I saw that on social media, guys. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. What percentage of people have gotten into online altercations with strangers? Oh my gosh.
100%?
In our line of work, every day. 60.
I'm going to go with 76. 72!
You get a point, though.
Lower.
You get a point. That was good. Oh my gosh, yeah. I unfortunately had to block somebody on Twitter because they were just going after me the other day, and I was like, I can't take that.
People are crazy. It's like, would you say these things to their face?
Never.
In
I don't
person?
think so. I mean, I don't think they really would.
I've never had rude altercations,
Right.
up front, right in your face from strangers.
What percentage of people have televisions in their bedrooms?
I would say probably a lot. I don't.
83.
Yeah, 79.
63.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's all my brothers and I wanted growing up. Was like, please get us a TV for our room. Please get us a TV.
Yeah, I wanted it for a while, but then I would have never slept.
See, I fall asleep to the TV every night. I have to have a TV. I like the noise, white noise, to make me fall asleep.
Can't a fan do that?
I have a fan too.
Oh my goodness, how do you sleep? That's too much noise.
What percentage of people currently have at least one bumper sticker on their car? Nope, I don't like bumper stickers. Ruins the car.
I do see a lot, though, of cars that...
23.
33.
Ooh, 10-point spread right there. Oh, I was 1 point off.
off.
Oh my gosh,
That was
I'm giving
close.
myself 10 points for that one then.
That was so close.
Yeah, I liked bumper stickers when I was a kid, but then when you don't have your own car, you're like, I don't want to put that on my car.
Right, because then you got to take it off whenever you don't like it. And
Yes.
that is a pain.
And yeah, okay. Oh, what percentage of people keep printed words of wisdom in a visible spot at their home or work? I do on my refrigerator. I really do.
I guess I have a magnet that has a cute quote.
Yeah, that counts. 28.
42.
20. I love motivational
I'm so
magnets.
confused with these percentages.
That's what I'm saying. It's really weird. Now, do you have a favorite inspirational quote that's on your magnet?
What does my magnet say?
You don't even know what it
Obviously, I
says.
don't pay attention to my fridge. I don't know.
Okay, my favorite one that I have that I live by, that I love. I have lots of them, but the first one I got was, you don't remember days, you remember moments.
Yeah, that's good. To
I
at
love
least,
that one.
be present. Because a lot of things can happen. And if you're glued to your phone, if you're, just stressed and just trying to get from point A to point B, there's a lot of moments within that, can change your life.
And can I also say that I couldn't remember a day, but the good thing about social media, the only one good thing, is you can also prove where you were on a day. If you're ever a witness of a crime and or don't know where you were that day, like, hold on, let me check. Oh, Facebook, I took a picture of my cucumber. I was at my house, officer. See, I was at my house picking that cucumber.
There's this one Parks and Rec episode where Aziz Ansari, his character,
Yes.
is live tweeting while he's in a wreck. He gets in a car wreck, I think. So that's evidence
Against him.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm like, here's my alibi. I was here doing this because I don't remember what happens on a specific day, but if I go back and look at the post, I'm like, oh, then it kind of has the memory come back.
And I think that's why a lot of people try to take more pictures too, because pictures captivate a moment very well too.
The other saying that I love, that I also live by, is the moment right before you give up is usually the moment before the miracle happens.
It's true.
That is so true.
Yeah. Or even just like, a breakthrough that will get you to that, ultimate goal.
That's why you should never give up on something, or chase a dream, or do something, because you never know what tomorrow holds. And seriously, you could give up today, and then tomorrow would have been the day that a breakthrough would have happened, know? Because you just don't know what tomorrow holds.
Yeah. The future's crazy.
I'm trying to think if there was some song we used to sing in church that was something about, I know who holds the future, and I know who holds my hand, or something like that. And it was a good Christian song.
Hannah Montana had a lot of songs that.
About that?
Yeah.
What about The Climb? Is that Hannah Montana?
That's
Miley Cyrus. I do think The Climb is a good song. It's motivational.
Yeah, it is. Good vocal range too.
I prefer The Climb over Wrecking Ball.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I prefer all of the Hannah Montana songs over Miley Cyrus songs.
Oh really?
All of them.
That big of a fan of Hannah?
I mean, she was just less crazy.
Oh, the good old days. Oh, Kaylee, we could just have a segment called Reflections with
Hollywood
Kaylee and Jeremy.
stars that went crazy?
Well, that one
do
too,
that
though.
too.
All right.
More fun on Ozarks Fox AM right after this.
Crazy stories with crazy celebrities. That's a great idea, Kaylee.
I can think of at least a handful.
Oh yeah, there's a